1. We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us. Anyone that's coming in at this time, thanks so much for taking time out of your day. Anybody watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. What is going on, Jake? How are you?
I'm good. I wish the score could be better,
Rough.
but
It's rough. We're down. What? We're down 19 right now.
Hey, that last game though.
That last game was good. I mean, it's stressful. Not the ending we had hoped, but it was.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, take the bad with the good, right?
Yeah.
But one thing for sure is, I mean, tonight the Lakers kind of just packed it in, if we're putting it nicely, right? Because they're not playing any of their main guys. Russ, LeBron, AD, all three aren't playing, and Austin Reeves, he's not playing either. So right there, you got basically your 4 key contributors outside of like Walker. So like 4 out of your 5 like main guys are out tonight. They don't have Booker, but they have everyone else, so they're fine in that regard. The Russ thing is interesting. I actually want to make a video over on As It Stands Lakers about this, because the late Russ scratch is very interesting. Nobody knew that. Even the announcer made a note of that and was like, Russ being out tonight really surprised everybody. Even the Suns thought he was playing, like, because he literally was out the last like minute with like back issues, but it was just odd. So of course, when something like that happens, the question is, are we going to wake up tomorrow and there's a Russell Westbrook trade? Like that's like, I mean, I mean, it's odd. You'd think.
Well, why though? Why sitting him? Why did that lead to a trade? I don't get it.
Because you're not going to play him, because if he gets hurt or something, maybe there's a deal. Now, look, personally, I don't fully buy it, just because, like teams that are trying to trade for him right now, they're not trading for him to play.
Yeah.
Right? Unless there is a team that is. Like I don't know, maybe the Knicks or somebody is like, hey, we want to play Russ. We're on a run right now. We're looking good. Russ.
It would have to be somebody who's not trying to tank. So if you look at all the teams who were in the race for Russ, I think the only team that is not trying to tank, I think,
would be like the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. Now,
we're not talking Hornets. We're not talking Indiana. We're not talking Chicago. We're not talking Spurs. We're not. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the only team.
Yeah. I mean, look, personally, I don't really believe that. But the Knicks have been rumored a lot lately. Yeah. And they seem the most realistic and active as far as trying to get a trade done in general. And there were reports that they would do Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, and Cam Reddish, and that they might even include a first in a deal for Russell Westbrook, just to move off of Fournier and Randall's contract. Now, the thing that doesn't really make sense, if that was true, like assuming that is it, like they are on like what, like a 6-game win streak? The Knicks are 6th right now. They're 6th in the East. They're on a 7-game win streak. Do you want to blow that up? Like, on a 7-game win streak, is that something you'd want to do? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, is that something that you'd, however, I mean, if you're the Knicks and you're like, we're not going to win anything. Yeah, we're on a 7-game win streak. Yeah, we might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If we play Russell Westbrook probably gives you the same production that Julius Randle gives you. So let's say that's a wash. Maybe they're looking at it as like, hey, maybe we could still be competitive. You're just swapping Russ for Randle, basically, because Fournier and Reddish have completely fallen out of the rotation. So you're not worried about it there. So maybe they're looking at it as like, oh, and we also, on top of that, we also are able to unload all that salary. So maybe it's really odd. Like, look, maybe it's probably as straightforward as just Russ is having some back issues, or maybe they just didn't want Russ to get hurt, not for a trade, but just for them. They're like, we're going to play Russ. He's going to kill himself out there, and we're probably still going to lose. Like, better to just, take the L and move on. That could be an option. But what are your thoughts? What do you think?
I was just curious about that too, because like cannot speak today. The Rundle, I know Julius Randle and Russ put together. Yeah. No, the Russ and Randle washed. I would agree point wise, maybe point scoring, but I don't know if he's gonna be as good of a playmaker as Russ, though. You know what I mean? I feel like if they just try to Julius and Russ wash, I think they're losing out. I feel like Russ would give them just a tad bit more, just because everything that he brings, other than the scoring, like the passing, the chemistry, all that. I feel like, but then again, Julius Randle's more of a natural scorer too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think the Knicks would be better with Russ than they would be.
Oh, no! That's what I'm saying. The Knicks are better off. I just don't know if we're better off, but we are also getting
I wonder
more assets too.
Yeah, if that was to happen, like hypothetically speaking, if that was to happen, I wonder if the Lakers would move Randle. Like, I wonder if they try to find a team that wants Randle and are just willing to just hey.
How much calories? Calorie set? I can't. Calorie set. Wow, the words that are coming out of my mouth tonight. I know, right? No, how much salary cap would we actually clear though with Randle? Because
it probably wouldn't be a salary. It'd be more of find another team that has guys that we want.
Oh, okay.
And swap them out.
That's what you mean. Okay.
I'm just using. I'm not saying this would be the case, but let's say for whatever reason, let's say the Hornets want Julius Randle. I'm not saying they do, but let's say they do want Julius Randle. Then maybe you could go and get Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, and then flip Randle for a Kelly Oubre and Terry Rozier, something like that.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily.
It's kind of like a roundabout way of getting it done, but I guess it almost comes down to, because it's like, in that case, why not just trade Russ to the Hornets? But then I guess if you look at it, it's like, who do the Lakers want to help and who do they not want to help? You know what I mean? Like putting Russ on the Knicks does a lot different than putting Russ on. But then again, the two teams are going to use him for two different scenarios.
Well, the Hornets would just let him go.
Yeah.
Where the Knicks, they might actually play him. But also, it would be kind of a roundabout way, but you'd essentially get a 4-player swing that solve all your needs in one deal without giving up any firsts.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you'd probably get a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Or you take the Knicks pick and you send that to the Hornets, let's say, for Randle. And then that